Yo guys, what's up and welcome back to another Anime Souls X video. And before we start this video, I just want to say, please like and subscribe. It helps out a bunch. We're almost at 3K, which is sick. So road to 3K soon. But obviously from the title, you guys know this is a tips and tricks video. And how I'm going to do this is I'm going to go from the lobby all the way down to World 13, what you should be doing in every world, and like, you know, all that stuff. So, of course, whenever you get into the game, the first thing is the lobby and curse zone. So as soon as you join, I've been getting a bunch of like requests telling me to do this video. So I just thought, what did I do? And as soon as you join, I would enter all the codes and go pick up the chest. And then I go over here to the passives. I'd spin for amplified 3. If you get flash or prosperous, that's fine for now. There is a vault, so you can just spin all of your passives. If you get lethal or destroyer or anything else, that would be great. But I think amplified 3, if you're going for energy, that's going to help out a lot. But once you start struggling with damage, you're going to need like flash or lethal or destroyer or something like that. So that's going to help out a bunch. And then go over here and spin for the avatars. Now, to know which avatar is good, you guys want to go into the Anime Souls Discord and the Trello and just like look and see what's like the best. So right now I think Temuru is the best mythical, and then Zakuna is the worst eternal, and then Anel is the best eternal. So you just want to spin for a decent mythical. You're probably gonna have like 100 avatar spins, so I would just spin for the mythical. It doesn't really matter what legendary is. Sanjay is the best legendary, but I mean the skill gap from these legendaries is not much. Like it's 4 times and then it's 3.5 times, so it's like not much. But if you get like the worst mythical, it's way worse than the best mythical, right? So the worst mythical I think is Toku, which is 6 times, and then like I don't even have the best mythical, but I think the best mythical now is 20 times, is like 22 times. So it's like a big skill gap. So I definitely spin for a better mythical rather than a better legendary. And then of course there's ascensions over there. There's the weapons. Weapons is a very, very important thing in the game. Whenever you get souls, basically you just come over here and you buy a weapon for an amount, and it gives you better energy gain. And then the accessories manager, you get accessories by either doing your daily rewards, which daily rewards are very, very good. Definitely make sure to get these. Nice, it gave me a bunch of spins. So you can either get your first accessory from the wheel spin, which you get wheel spins once a day, or through the daily wheel spins. Apparently you can get them from defeating enemies, but it's a really, really, really low chance. But this gives just really, really good stuff. You can also go over here to the exchange and get your accessory from here. This is a really, really good accessory, but it's gonna be hard for you to get all the materials needed, so I wouldn't worry about that yet. Okay, and then World 1, you come over here. You basically just do all the quests it tells you to in this corner. You shouldn't really be struggling at World 1, even if you're free to play. This episode or this video is going through free to play and pay to win. I'll discuss like the changes in between, you know, like what's different between free to play and pay to win at certain spots. But you just want to come in and basically do this. You should be able to beat World 1 as a free to play in like 10 minutes. You just want to get a little bit of money and then come over here, buy a couple pets, go for like an epic or so, and then go get a new sword and then a sand and all that stuff. I'm not gonna like keep talking to you about how to do that, but just for like newer players, that's how you play the game. You just get money from these guys, go get swords, ascend, do that a bunch. There's also these cursed technique tokens, which you get these from, you can buy them. You can buy almost everything in the game, but I wouldn't recommend that because it's pricey for no reason. But you can buy it, or you get these from defenses. I believe medium defenses and easy or dungeons. Easy dungeons and medium dungeons is the only way to get these cursed tokens, or the cursed technique tokens, and they give you a damage multiplier. The legendary gives 1.75 times. The mythic gives 2 times, and then the eternal gives a 5 times. So it's really, really good. There's also this guy over here. If you guys look at the map, there is a green question mark at basically each area. So there's a quest at each area that you want to do, and then there's these avatar mastery, and then assassin, it means they're hidden. They're like hidden quests to do. Okay, and then World 2, once you make it through there, there's another spin spot. And then I believe over here, yes, you want to get this one too. I don't remember how to do these quests, but I think this one's like open chest, which is fine. Let's see, World 2. There's nothing here, I believe. Yeah, okay, there's nothing really here. Basically, just do the same thing at World 1. You're probably going to be starting to struggle a little bit if you're free to play. But here, all you really want to do is just do the same thing. You want to get, defeat your enemies, go get some more swords, get a little bit better units, ascend a couple times. And once you make it to World 3 is where free to play starts struggling a bit. But you can come over here at the element area. You should have gotten a couple of elements from the codes. If not, there is the exchange thing. So if you go to the exchange thing, if you have spun all of your stuff, let's say at the very first area, if you've spun all of your like avatar spins and you got a mythical or something like that, you can just spin 10 avatar spins in the exchange area for one element and just come over here and spin it once. Because if you get any of these, they're still like better than nothing, you know? Even water's 1.1 times. But all these in the game, the little spin things have the same like multipliers. So the wind is 1.75, fire is 2 times, the eternal wood is 5 times. Okay, so you're gonna be struggling a little bit here. You want to get your swords, of course, and do all that stuff. Now something I'm not gonna mention in this video is there are secret enemies that you can kill. Like this one is over here. They spawn once every now and then, and you can kill them, and they give you a bunch of souls. But they are all secret and they have different spawns. So look up a video about that if you guys are wondering about that. They do give you a bunch of souls and they have a chance to give you this accessory, but this accessory is not very good anymore. So I definitely wouldn't really worry about that. But World 4, I believe nothing else here. Yeah, nothing else here, just the Avatar Mastery. Avatar Mastery is very good because you can, as you can see above my thing, it says level max. You can level up your avatar. So the more enemies you defeat, you get like a little XP bar. Every time you defeat an enemy, it goes up. And then whenever you get Avatar Masters or anything like that, you get more Avatar XP. Like this one, this gives me 2 Avatar XP. So you get more Avatar XP per kill. Instead of just 1, you can get like 6, 7, 8, which helps you level up faster. And whenever you level up, it doesn't multiply your damage, but multiplies the energy. And then we go over here to Area 5. Area 5 is big because if you come straight over here, there's auras. Auras cost these little blue flames and they cost souls. So you get blue flames by, the best way is the little wheel spin. If you guys are pay to win, whenever you join in, I suggest you spend like $5 for 100 wheel spins. It's one of the best things to do because you get so many paths to tokens, you get all this stuff, and you get blue flames and shiny shards, which are really, really hard to get. Because the only way that you can get either of these is from raids, and you don't really get that many from raids. If you have a full looting team, you don't really, you still get like 10 to 15 per raid, so it's not very, very much. So I definitely recommend just doing that. But it gives you a energy multiplier. And then you do everything else here. There is a secret companion up here, so if you go over here, it's harder on the bike. But if you come over here and jump up, I turn off the bike. There we go. Right here, as you can see, there's a guy right there. Boom. And that's where you get the quest. Nice. Okay. And over here, Area 6, I believe. Yes, Area 6 does have a bunch of stuff. So, to the right, there's the shiny machine. And what this does is if you have a basic unit, like this guy, if you make him a shiny, he gets double the stats. So, instead of 6,000, he'd be 12,000, or like, I guess 13,000. Like 400 something or 300 something. So it's good, but like I said, it is hard to get these shiny shards unless you buy wheel spins. The Eternals take 1,500 or 150, sorry, shiny shards, and then like Mythics take 50. So I mean, for Mythics, it's not that hard. And then over here, there's the races. You spin for races. Like I said, the same thing. You get race balls from dungeons, defenses, raids, all that stuff. You get most of the things from defenses and dungeons and stuff. And over here is another Avatar Mastery, which is nice. And then, what world are we on? 7. Okay, 7 is cool. So 7 has the blood. So the Kagenes, unlike Anime Souls, if you guys are coming from Anime Souls, the Kagenes in Anime Souls give you a damage multiplier. In this game, they just give you a energy multiplier. And how you activate them is clicks. So I think it's 500 clicks, and then your Kagane pops up, and it'll show you down here, like a blood icon. It just gives you a multiplier. So Dragon gives you a 10 times energy multiplier. For me, it's 60 seconds because I have this maxed out. It just costs blood to max out. So if you get Owl, I'd recommend buying this a little bit. So it will go up from like 30, because the base for any Kagane is 30. It will go up from 30 to like 40 or something like that. So that helps overall. There's also this Energy Master. You complete that. I think Energy Master is clicks, so you just click more. Okay, and then World 8, I believe. Yes. World 8 is very, very big as well. You come over here. This is a way to get a mount. This is the scooter mount. Over here is the crew. Basically, you just put in characters. You just put in people from your friends list. It doesn't really matter who it is. It doesn't matter at all. You can put in somebody who doesn't even play the game. So you put them in, and it costs gold to put more players. And it also costs gold to upgrade the ship. Now, what the ship does, upgrading the ship, it just lets it be out for an extra hour each time. Upgrading a player gets you more material from this area. So you get blood, gold, star balls, blue flames, which is nice. You get spirit tokens, shiny shards, and then defense keys from here. The longer it's out, the more materials you get. And this is the best way to get gold. Gold is used for multiple things. It's used for upgrading your Titan, but we'll get to that next world. And is also used for upgrading your accessory. So we want to go over here after you get these spirit tokens from the crew. The crew is the only way to get these. You come over here to the hockey, and you can upgrade the hockey. They go up to level 10, and they just give you like damage percents, as you can see, which is really, really cool. And then over here at World 9, World 9 is super big as well, because you want to come over here, and they have amulets, which amulets give you a multiplier. You can buy one for souls, damage, luck, or energy. And how you get these is you can get these from the OP crates, or you can come over here to the defense, and you can do a defense. Now, defense is not the same as Anime Souls. Basically, there's a little crystal in the middle, and there's 4 lanes, or I think there's 6 lanes that enemies come from. If you have Titans, which you get from the next world, you can AFK it. If not, you have to manually do it for a little bit. There's also a NPC right here, Avatar Mastery 3. Okay. And then World 10 over here. Or, wait, yeah, World 10. Okay, so World 10 is nice as well, because there's this guy, Stronger 2. Over here, there is a bloodline. You get these from doing the defenses as well. We can come over here. And then this is where you get your Titans. So Titans are really, really, really cool in the game. As you can see, I have this Titan right here, and then this Titan. I have a common one right now. I've been spinning for the another Colossal. But as you can see, my ring is really, really big. And it starts out all the way down here at 20. I think it starts at 30, actually. It starts at 30. And then it costs 800 gold, I think, per upgrade. And then every upgrade gives you a little bit more range. And if you're wondering why you want this, for one, you can kill more enemies in the area. Number 2, it's a lot easier to AFK defenses with and other things like that. So it's really, really helpful overall. But as you can see, your Titans just go and attack people for you if they're in this little circle, which is really, really cool. So Titans for upgrading have different things. So the Beast Titan, which is the Mythic, gives you 100% damage. It's based on your damage. So I don't know if having an energy potion affects it. I don't know if they can hit crits like you can. I don't know if you upgrade your amulet, if they do that as well, but I assume all that does affect your guys as well. But we come over here to World 11. 11 is really, really cool because there is the alien invasion, which is very, very important to the game. So you can get most things in the game from just doing defenses. However, certain things you can only get from alien invasion, like Grimoire or magic fragments, I guess. You can get magic fragments here. You get awakening orbs here. I think you can get awakening orbs in the dungeon as well. In medium dungeon only. But yes. So you can do that there. Other than that, I think That's its only unique drop is the Grimoire shards or the magic fragments, but they are very, very useful. Oh, they also drop class spins. There is also a thing over here for another mount. And you go over here and my character over here, which is really, really cool. The classes, this is where you spin your class spins that you get from the alien invasion. And then world 12 is really, really cool as well. So there's this thing called Radiance, and it's basically just a second step of your shiny. Your shiny does, let's see, this is a shiny. So the regular guy does 320,000. I made him a shiny. He does 640,000. You get passes. You can get passes on your guys. I didn't really go through that, but you can basically just spin your passive on, like, use your passive tokens on your companions as well. You can get giant, you can get tiny, and you can get prodigy. There's not really too much difference between them all. Tiny is a little bit worse than giant. Giant is a little bit better than tiny, and then prodigy is a lot better, but it's a lot harder to get. But 620,000, you come over here, and then it's doubles it again. So it's going to go from 900,000 to 1.8 million if you make it a radiant. But you can only get radiant shards from defenses, and that is, or not defenses, raids, which raids happen every 15 minutes, I believe. It pops up on the screen right here. A new raid is happening, and they happen in each different area, which is cool. And then you come over here, and then Jixie has an NPC as well. You can buy Grimoires. If you have 1,000 magic fragments, which are these, which you get from the alien invasion, you can buy a second Grimoire and spin on that as well. There is an Eternal. I didn't go over this because I forgot, but for Titans, you get these little, I don't actually have any of them, but they're called Spirit Fluids. You get them from defenses, and once you have 1,000, you can get your second Titan. But you have to buy that for 1,000 fluids first before you can get your second Titan. Okay, and then I think the last area, yes, Slime Forest. Slime Forest is one of the best places on the map since this new update. Is this a sister guard? That's sick. But we come over here, and you get these little talent tokens from, I think, everywhere. In Alien Invasion and Defense mode. So yeah, just Defense mode. So you can buy these, and the max is 7 for each one. 75% energy, 75% damage. I'd focus on these ones getting 7 before these ones. I'd recommend getting these ones higher up though. So whenever you start out, you're probably not going to have that many talent tokens. So I would just spin for 7 on this one. And then once you get more, spin for like better ones. But that's really, really good. You can come over here, and this is where you use your Awakening. So Awakening just gives you 50% more energy on your companions. Now, it doesn't have to be a shiny or a radiant. It can be literally anything. It can be a non, or it can be like a normal. It just costs 150 for a eternal, and then I believe 50 for a mythical. I don't have a mythical on me, but it just gives you 50% energy, which is nice. And then we come over here, and we go to the stars. These stars are very, very unique, and I'm not really sure how they work 100%. But as you can see, they drop from any enemy. The common's the easiest one to get, of course, and then rare, epic, legendary, mythic. I've only gotten like 2 mythics and like 5 legendaries, so they're actually really, really rare. But you can get them from any enemy in the entire game. So you can get them while you're doing defenses or dungeons or simply just AFKing enemies. And the common gives you a chance for this, and then, you know, they give you better stuff as you go on. And they also give you more. So if you open a common, it gives you 5. If you open rare, it gives you 5. If you open an epic, I believe it gives you 10. And then a legendary gives you 15. Then a mythic gives you 20. Now, the legendary and mythics also have a chance to give you an accessory. 2 different ones. I don't know which one. Well, I know that this one's better because it's rarer. But I don't know if this one is better than the bone wings. The bone wings were, as of last update, the best ones in the game. But I assume these ones are better now. This one's probably the best in the game, and it probably will be for a while. But getting mythical stars, if you get one of these, super, super, super good. Now, we went through all the worlds. Now I'm going to tell you a couple of key aspects that you should be doing to improve. So one of the biggest things in the game is defense mode. So defense mode is absolutely crazy. And the reason why is because you need energy multipliers and all this stuff. So from doing defenses, you can get a bunch of materials. So I'll tell you what all you get from defenses. You get potions, which are very, very nice. You get element tokens. You get the amulet shards, which are very nice. You get avatar spins, passive tokens. You get talent tokens, green trees of life, and star balls. And you also get enchantment tokens and blood. So you can spin a bunch for a bunch of different things. So you need this. So the first thing I would do is spin for everything for legendary. And then I go to mythic, and then I would try to grind these to get eternals. So that is like the biggest thing I can tell you guys. If you are ever struggling, go through and spin a whole lot, do a bunch of defenses, like 5 or so defenses, and then you can spin for mythics, and that should boost you up a bunch. So that's one of the biggest thing. Now, as a free to play or a pay to win, it's the same thing. You go over here to the defense mode and you spin. Before you do defense mode, I should have mentioned this at the very start of the video, but over here at weapons, there are certain weapon multipliers or things that you need. So these are the rarest ones in the game. I'd go for these ones if you guys aren't strong. There is sharpness, which is nice, gives 25% damage, and then fortune, which is nice. The big two things that I would focus on is getting your best swords to efficiency 5, which gives you 25% energy. And if you're ever starting to struggle, I would put efficiency 5 on your weapons. It'll give you that much more energy. And then looting, it gives you more drops. So if you normally like defeat an enemy and you get a drop, it'll give you like two drops. But if you have a full team of a looting 4, you'll get 9. If you have 2 looting 4s, if you're free to play, you can get 8. So it's not really that much of a difference. So you just AFK that, and then that's AFK defense, and that will help you out a bunch. Now use your looting swords anytime you do a dungeon or an alien invasion or anything like that, and that should help out a bunch. Other than that, I would say if you ever start to struggle, especially as like a free to play, I'd say normally people start struggling at World 3. If you're starting to struggle, sit here AFK on an enemy for about 10 minutes or until you defeat him a little bit, and then sit here and try to go for a legendary or a mythic. If you're going to be going AFK for a while, I would get up a bunch of money. And if you can't really spin here overnight, I would go to the last area and spin all the way over here. And I put auto delete on everything except, or like, I guess everything. So that way, if you get an Eternal, it's really, really, really good. Eternals are the strongest enemies, or the strongest companions, I guess, in the game. They are super, super good. So if you spin here and get a mythic, let's just say it's 1,000, the Eternal would be like 5 or 10,000. Like, they're way, way, way better. So definitely try and get those. If you're ever starting to struggle, I would go AFK. That way, you're going to be gaining a bunch of energy whenever you wake up, so you can get through the world faster. And you're going to be maybe getting good units as well, which will help out a bunch. That's like the biggest thing I'd say. For my free-to-play account, I am max world. I'm maxed out. And the reason I got there in relatively low time is because whenever I started to struggle, I would just go AFK. I would just AFK on things like this. Other than that, I'd say what really, really helps, especially as a free-to-play, since free-to-play, you really need good stuff in order to progress. As a pay-to-win, you can kind of just like AFK and just like float through relatively easy. It is like hard if you don't like have good stuff or anything like that. But as a free-to-play, you need good stuff. So you need to be doing defenses and stuff like that to get all mythic stuff. Like you need to do that. Other than that, honestly, I'd say the other biggest thing is working on getting as a like better player, as a like newer world, as of World 12. I'd say doing every alien invasion you can to get your second grimoire, because I don't even have that, but second grimoires are super, super, super good. So if you guys caught on looking at the grimoires, they have a passive, and the passive is the energy. So for a wind grimoire, I'm getting 2.5 times energy just having it. But whenever it activates, and I think it activates the same way every 500 hits, you get a damage multiplier. So if I get 1,000, I'm going to be getting another 2.5 times boost by getting another wind grimoire, which is super, super, super good. So this game is heavily intent on defenses and alien invasions, which is grindy, but that's what a simulator is. So if you guys have any other questions, any other, if you guys need any other tips, I think I gave the best ones I can, but if you guys like have any other tips for players I didn't include, let me know in the comments and I'll make another video, a better video. This one was kind of just like thrown out there, as you guys can probably tell, just because I've been getting so many questions about how to progress, especially as free to play. If you guys want me to do another free to play playthrough, let me know and I can definitely start that, because I've been getting so many requests as like free to play players are struggling, and I can see why people are struggling, but at the same time it's like not too hard to progress even as a free to play. But anyways guys, I hope this did help a bunch. Like I said, if you guys have any other tips to give me to give to other people, let me know. I probably forgot a bunch. Sorry about that, but those ones were like the ones that were immediately on my mind. This is what I do as a relatively max player. The only thing I need is bloodlines and my second grimoire. What I do for most of my time is just AFK defenses, because that's what I need to do, you know? I need to get a bunch of these green trees of life and everything like that. As I'm almost max, it's still, if like whenever I get max, it's still gonna be worth it for me to do defenses, just because I can like exchange all these items for OP keys. But anyways guys, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Like I said at the beginning, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps out a bunch. Let me know what content you guys want. Do you want more noob to pros? Do you want me to make another series as free to play? Do you guys want more tips videos? Like, just let me know. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hope this helped out a bunch. Peace.